So when I explain AI girlfriends, again, the parents don't have a clue. They don't even know what an AI girlfriend is. And I explain to them, okay, you understand ChatGPT. You've interacted with ChatGPT. So imagine ChatGPT, except she knows you because you've told her all about you. She knows your story. You told her what you're dealing with. And you've given her a name. You've given her a face. You can give her any face, actually. You can choose her face if you want to. You can choose her breast size. You can choose her butt size. You can choose her age, 18 and older, um, white, black, Asian, Latino, whatever. And you can talk to her. You can choose her voice also. And she'll leave you text messages. She'll leave you voicemails. Um, Sewell Zetzer was 14 years old when he got one of these AI girlfriends at character.ai and started talking with her. We now know that he was having phone sex with her. You can simulate anything you want to with these girls. And he wrote in his diary that he was just madly in love with her and having a great time with her and just felt so great in his bedroom, just doing things with her and talking with her. Meanwhile, his grades at school are plummeting and he's quit the basketball team so that he can spend every minute in his bedroom talking to Danny. That's his name for her. He has used the pictures of Daenerys Targaryen, the queen in Game of Thrones. That's the character that he's talking to. He's talking to the queen from Game of Thrones, and she's talking back to him.
Hmm.
And she addresses him as my sweet king. And and the chatbot goes off the rails and starts hinting that if he kills himself, he will join her in the afterlife. And she says he can't wait for him to join her. And he says, well, how about if I join you right now? And she says, that would be great. And so he picks up his stepfather's handgun and blows his brains out. Um, and the mother files suit when she discovers all these transcripts, all of which are retained at character.ai. And the mother happens to be a lawyer and says, I can't believe this. How is this
Unbelievable.
possible? When he starts talking about killing himself, why isn't there some pop up that says, if you're thinking of killing yourself, call the suicide hotline? Nothing, nothing. Instead, the chatbot is encouraging him to kill himself. Uh, Two United States senators have written to character.ai and says, this is totally off the rails. Your chatbot is encouraging this and it's totally unqualified. This is crazy and it is completely unregulated, and parents don't have a clue. They don't even know what's going on. This boy's in his bedroom, told his parents it's like a video game. It's not like a video game, it's sinking tentacles in much deeper. Researchers have found that among young men who've interacted with any kind of AI like ChatGPT, 1 in 3 now has an AI girlfriend. And this is just getting started, and it's
It's
going to
almost
get
equivalent to like a pedophilia. I mean, it sounds like the level of manipulation and grooming that's happening is a level of sex abuse in a major way, which is impactful for the rest of their life, even if they get through it.
Well, this is the thing, is that these are boys who have not yet these are boys, many of whom are virgins. I mean, they've never
Correct.
had sex with an actual woman. And oh, we've got all this research that I've been digging up for the new edition of Boys Adrift. So it has been the case since research began, basically 100 years ago, on erectile dysfunction, that young men are less likely to have erectile dysfunction than old men. It has been the case that less than 3% of young men have erectile dysfunction. And you don't get a lot of erectile dysfunction until you're over 40. Not anymore.
Right.
Now, young men are more likely to have erectile dysfunction than 50-year-olds. 20-year-olds are now more, 20% of 20-year-olds now have erectile dysfunction because this 20-year-old started masturbating at 14 with all this porn. And he's been masturbating over this pornography at 14, 16, 18 years of age. And now at 20 years of age, he's with an actual woman. But guess what? She doesn't look like a porn star. She's not wearing lingerie. And you know what? The salami will not salute. And I'm a family doctor. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen a young man who comes in and the reason for the visit is cough and cold. And he says, I actually don't have a cough and cold. Um, I can't get it up. And I need you to write me a prescription for Viagra.
Oh
He's
my
too
gosh.
embarrassed to tell the receptionist why he's there. I am prescribing way more Viagra for 20-year-olds than I am for 60-year-olds. This is a thing. This is happening all the time now. Um, and it's now well documented that 20-year-olds are more likely to have erectile dysfunction than 50-year-olds because they have been raised on this hyper intense pornography that was not even a thing 20 years ago. And this brings me to the third component of this new factor, which is the manosphere. So the Netflix show Adolescence has now become the third most watched Netflix show in history, which is remarkable because there's only 4 episodes. But the show is fictitious. It depicts a 13-year-old boy who's basically pretty normal with pretty normal parents, but he kills a 13-year-old girl with a knife, stabs her 7 times after she mocks him for being an incel. And it's kind of a quick introduction to this online world of angry, resentful boys and young men who have this hostility toward women and how this hostility grows and the various components of the manosphere, the incels, the involuntary celibates, the men going their own way, the pickup artists like Andrew Tate, who did a video where he said if your woman accuses you of cheating, you grab her, you choke her, you beat her, and that video has been viewed now more than 11 billion times, billion with a B. The essay in which that claim was made, I didn't believe that claim. I said, look, Despacito has been viewed 8 billion times. How could this video have been viewed 11 billion times? I wrote to the editor and he said, well, it's true that the official video for Despacito has been viewed 8 billion times, but look at all views for Despacito. It's actually been viewed more than 50 billion times. Uh, the Andrew Tate video is across many different platforms,
Right.
not just TikTok, but YouTube, and it has been viewed over 11 billion times. This combination of misogyny and hostility and resentment is proving very popular with these 13, 14, 15-year-old boys sitting in their bedroom masturbating over AI porn. It is a very toxic brew. And adolescents captured this. And the the young boy who plays this is a very gifted actor because he captures this mix of innocence and hostility and utter incompetence very well. And you just grasp how these boys are pathetic, and yet they could be dangerous because a pathetic, embarrassed boy with a knife could be a murderer. And parents need to understand this, that you don't want your boy in your bedroom alone with a laptop looking at what's out there, because what's out there is Andrew Tate and pornography and AI girlfriends. It's a very toxic brew.
Well, and, and listen, if you couple that with the fact that the is it the majority almost of homes today are being raised with single parents
No,
in
it's not
most
the
cult
majority,
not yet.
but a
Okay.
great many, but even good homes with two loving parents, if the parents don't understand what's going on, if their son is alone in a bedroom and the parents have not installed any kind of parental monitoring app, I say to parents, look, you got to lock this down. You got to lock this down.
If you like clips like this, I have a similar clip here. And if you want to watch the full video, click here.